I'm continuing on with making shelving for the inside of my shipping container. The sides are going to be 24 inches and the width of the cupboard is going to be 32. So I'm going to make 3 of them. I've got enough material here. I'm going to start assembling these. I've marked out where I'm going to drill the holes on the sides. I did that for the 3 boxes. It's easier to measure it out before they're assembled. The 3 boxes are now put together. I used some glue and 1.5 inch brad nails just to keep it together. Once the glue hardens up, then I'm going to put some framing in it. The bottom part of the cabinet I'm fastening in this piece of 1x4 cedar, and at the top I'm going to put a cleat, French cleat. I'll show you that when I get to it. Looking at the back of the cabinet, I have the 1x4 fastened in place on all 3, and now for the top I'm gonna do something similar for, oh, there's Ted. Hey buddy. I'm gonna do something similar, but I'm gonna use a French cleat. I'll show you that. That's a piece of 1x4. I ripped it on a 45-degree angle in half, and I'm going to use those as the French cleats to mount this cabinet. I'll show you that. Now I have the cleats in place, so I'm going to go ahead and install these cabinets. So I left a space at the top of the cabinet, and then yeah, they just lock together like that. I like it. There's the cleat up, and there's the first cabinet. I measured down from the ceiling at 2 points, and then I put a chalk line where I wanted the bottom of that cleat to be. So that way everything should be fairly close for when I start buttoning these cabinets up. So I've cut these upper cabinets at 11 1/4, and then plus a 3/4 inch facing on them to make them 12 inches. But I think for the space, they're just too big. So I'm gonna rip them down to, I think, maybe 8 1/4, 8.5 inches. I'm just gonna do that on the table saw and then put them back up. I ripped that one down on the table saw. I just set the fence to 9 inches, and yeah, that's what I ended up with. I think I like that much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other 2 and then put them up. So those 3 cabinets now are cut to 9 inches, and I'm gonna add some cedar facing on them. And even though I only cut off 2 1/4 inches, it's a lot. Like, I think those cabinets are gonna be very useful, but I don't think that the extra 2.5 or 2 1/4 inches on there is gonna make that much of a difference. So I like this much better. To finish these cabinets, I'm gonna cut 1 inch cedar, and the cedar is gonna go on the inside. So there's gonna be a lip on the inside. I'm okay with that because I think that it will help to stop things from falling off, and because this shipping container might get transported one day, and I want to keep everything, like, you know, stopping it from falling off the shelves and whatnot. So Maybe I should make it bigger. Maybe not just an inch, maybe inch and a quarter or something like that. I don't know. I'll think about it. I've decided to rip these pieces at inch and 1/16, 1/8, because I can get 3 strips out of a 3.5 inch board. So the math works out. Trim pieces are cut. I'm gonna grab some lunch, take a nap, and then I'll cut and fit these pieces on those cabinets. It's after lunch and I cut those pieces and installed them, like the face frame. I left the end pieces just a little bit longer, just for fun. I thought it might be kind of interesting if I ever needed to clamp something at the bottom or attach something, then it's there. So 2 more to go. I cut these cleats. They're out of cedar and I'm going to install them here so we can put some shelving in. With those boards I had, I cut them to sit on those cleats, and they're just a couple of boards that rest in there like that. So if I want, I could put more shelves in as I need to. But anyways, this should get me going for now. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. That shelf is completed now. I've got the shelving and the cleats, and top there's the French cleat, and I put a cleat in below just to fasten it. So I'll finish off the other 3. I'm gonna put shelving in all 3. I'm so desperate for space, I already started using it, but that wraps up this project, and on to the next one.